Good afternoon from the Farmer's Garden. I'm one of the farmers and I'm standing out at the new place right now. We are getting ready to plant some onions. So what Brandon is doing right now, he's got Rusty, the Model C tractor running, and he is just marking out where the rows will go based on where he can fit through with this tractor to cultivate. So he's just driving up and down. He doesn't have any equipment on there right now because the potatoes and onions will be planted flat essentially, so we don't need any rows. So he's just driving back and forth marking those out. All right, got it turned around where you can see. We call this tractor Rusty or Trusty. This is I believe it's a 1949 Farmall Model C that we purchased, oh goodness, probably 8 years ago now, 7 or 8 years ago. It is the one that he uses to cultivate the garden. So it has different implements that go behind it to help pull the weeds out. So right now he's just driving, marking tire tracks for getting spacing correct. This is just kind of I guess the lazy man's way of making sure this is all laid out correctly. So what we'll do is we'll go in to these spaces in between, and that's where we will plant the onions today and potatoes, hopefully later this week, depends on what the weather does. And we'll just plant those in the middle, and he'll know that he will have space to go through and drive the tractor with the various cultivators on it to get rid of those weeds. All right, we are putting onions in the ground now. We have some yellow, some white, and we're working on purple now. We do need to buy some more sets, so we'll have another planting in a couple days. But I'll try to show you the process here. All right, we have this doodad that my granddad made that spaces them correctly. So all it does is it just pokes holes. You line up the end close with your last hole, and then they will be spaced correctly. And then Gracie is going back behind and setting the sets into the holes. And then we go back and press a little bit of dirt around them. And that's all there is to it. All right, that's it. Onions are planted for today. We've got to run back and get some more bundles. That's always a tricky part for us, is trying to figure out exactly how many of each to buy. So we've got probably close to 50 feet of purple onions, around 30 feet of white onions, and I'm pretty sure the kids left one bundle of yellow onions at home because we only got around 20 feet of those. They were supposed to load those up to bring out here, and I think they missed one. Anyways, those are in the ground now, and we're hoping for some showers this evening. If the weather is decent tomorrow, we may be sticking some potatoes in the ground, and things are starting to come together. We also have all those cole crops, the broccoli and all of those, that will be ready in the next week or so, and they'll be coming out here, so that's exciting. Now to pray that the hogs and deer leave us alone, because hogs and deer like onions and potatoes and broccoli and all of them. So that's I guess our biggest worry moving to the new place, because it is not all fenced yet. So there we go. Those are in the ground and they're ready. Hope you learned something about planting onions today. Hope you enjoyed your visit to the farm. Be sure and come back when you can stay longer.